Okay, today we have a question from one of our viewers, Acoustic Shiki, and they are asking, can you make a tutorial about how and when to use ghost notes, please, in arrangement? I want to learn how to use it, when to use it, because ghost notes, I think, are important in fingerstyle guitar. Now, Acoustic Shiki, you're right. They are important because in fingerstyle guitar, it's all about creating musical textures that will fill in your arrangement. Because the bare bones basic of any fingerstyle arrangement is just the melody and the harmony. You combine them together on one instrument and then you've got a fingerstyle arrangement. But just the melody and the harmony is often not just enough. It's enough to create the song, but ghost notes will add in more to the texture along with other things like arpeggios and so on. Now, what is a ghost note? I've tried to answer this question in a systematic way. What is a ghost note? How do you play ghost notes and how do you apply them to your fingerstyle arrangement? Now first, I want to use a song to demonstrate this entire concept of ghost notes. And the song I've chosen for today is called Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, beautiful African-American spiritual. I'll sing it for you first so you have an idea what it sounds like. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Right, so that's a beautiful melody. The melody is pretty straightforward, right? Swing low, sweet chariot. So play that on the guitar. Add in the harmony, which is an E major chord going to an A major chord, then to an E major chord, like this. Now add in a bit of arpeggios, to fill up the texture a little bit more. Alright, so now we've got our basic arrangement. We've got a melody, we've got a harmony, and we've got some arpeggios to fill in the gaps in between. Now, what are ghost notes? Ghost notes are basically notes that are not very prominent in the musical texture, and they're also not really pitched. They don't have a very specific pitch, but they do have a relative pitch. For example, a ghost note down here is going to be lower in pitch than one up here. But they both don't have a precise pitch as well. It's kind of like a percussive effect. And the way to play ghost notes is basically to mute the string and pluck it. So if this is an E major chord, if I want to make it a ghost E major chord, it's like this. Right? It's kind of like not really sounding. It's kind of like when you're learning how to play guitar and you can't press any chord. Well, yeah, you're going back to that, but now you're using that horrible sounding muted strings to musical effect. Okay? So now, if I just jam along with this chord progression in using some ghost notes, it becomes a little bit more funky and a bit more groovy. Let's check it out. Alright, so again, we've got these little percussive hits in there that's making the texture and the musical feel a little bit different from whereas if you just use arpeggios. Alright, now in order to use ghost notes well, I recommend playing in closed position. Now closed position means that you're not really utilizing open strings, but you're using fretted strings, fretted notes, because open strings is kind of hard to mute. You can't really mute an open string because once you do that, you can't play a muted open string, right? Because it's open, you can't have it dampened, right? You can't dampen it. But if it's up here, I know I didn't really say that very clearly, but anyway, this is the E major chord up here. I can mute the entire thing and it becomes full of ghost notes. Now, this is what a chord progression sounds like up here in the closed position. Now, I'm going to play the arrangement of that song up here in closed position. Alright, so you can see with all the ghost notes adding in this little percussive groove to it, it's got a very, very different feel. Now, if I want to sing along to this, I can't sing it like swing low, sweet chariot. It doesn't really fit because I'm singing in a very smooth and flowing manner. Now I'll sing it a little bit more funky, something like this. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for the care of me. Yeah, swing low, sweet chariot, coming for the care of me. Alright, so ghost notes not only add this little percussive element to it, it adds a groove, and I think that's how you can use it in your own fingerstyle arrangements, Acoustic Shiki. Now, I hope this has been helpful for you. If you want to learn all the concepts that I used today, scales, chords, close position, open position to arrange your own music on fingerstyle guitar, do check out my Fingerstyle for the World course, right? I'll put a link in the description below. I'll just cover all these concepts in a detailed manner, show you how to apply them and practice alongside with you. Now, if you have any more questions that you want me to answer in this YouTube video series, then just drop it in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to help you out. Alright, have a good day and take care. Bye-bye.